real life coach, but that's it. The other day, like, that nigga Miller got fired, and they took it as an Arbor. Like, damn, nigga, I couldn't even get the offer for Arbor, and I never had bad season. Mm-hmm. I didn't do that shit crazy as hell, man. Yeah. That's the one thing they definitely got to tweak next year. Is how they use the job on it. Like, it's crazy because
the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up.
the fact, like, these niggas coming in, they all 2-stars, all knowing dead. But most of these niggas coming in already gonna be better than the niggas that's here. Unless, you know, unless the people that I got here have, like, impact dev. But if you don't have impact dev, these 2-stars probably gonna come in starting. Like, I got an edge that's most likely gonna start one of the wide receivers. Most likely gonna get playing time because 2 of the wide receivers I play are seniors. So, like, one of these wide receivers, depending on what happens in the portal, probably gonna get PT. So,
I know I got a star linebacker, elite dev, edge rusher.
Started at 25.
yeah.
That's the three.
Yeah, that's it.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Oh, these niggas, no, that is my number 1 receiver. I'm
Looking to
thinking.
throw on first down.
I thought my wide receiver was hurt.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, like, that's what I said, dog. When I just looked, I'm like, damn, this nigga quarterback ain't make All-American in the conference? Like, that's kind of wicked. Like, it felt like that shit was, I definitely thought you was going to make that number 2 spot. Like, I know my dude was safe. So I do like 60 touchdowns, you know, I think I led the nation in pass yards, all types of shit. So I felt like, for real, I might have been safe. But I was like, seeing, like, when I went to go look, and this nigga had motherfucking 9 points now instead of the 6 he had, I said, oh yeah, they counted that All-American shit. And I'm just hoping this nigga get the bump to star dev, bro. If he get this bump, this quarterback gonna be a problem next year, man. Like, that's all we waiting on is the dev bump, bro. If I can cop that shit off these niggas, ooh, bro. But yeah, let me hit you back, bro. I'm about to play this big for you. All right, bro.
Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Reeder. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Selvia. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
On a big 3rd down.
Man, if I was home, bruh.
Everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Reeder. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Oh, man, they let him jump it.
And the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That's
Maybe
not
get a
good.
ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I know this quarterback can't make that play,
They
too.
didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do?
I know he can't make that. I still
They
feel it.
situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to.
What is wrong with this nigga shit, dog?
Yeah, I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Selvia. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to beat this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Reader. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the...
Oh, my God. I knew this nigga net was going to fucking drop, dog. Oh, I knew this nigga shit was dropping, bruh. Oh, my God. I knew this nigga shit was finna drop, dog. Man, I knew this nigga shit was dropping, bro. Where's my quarterback? We're going to start this game.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. They'll start this drive going to the air. Taking a shot on the first play.
Told you, bro.
Intercepted, and the clock
I told you all this shit, bro.
He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Now my turn to play like a blue ass.
Into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd, Palmer. The exact opposite on the road, and you make a big mistake over.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Makes the grab. It's Selvia. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42.
I guess I should have picked the first drive last. This time it was happening earlier.
Really nice job creating separation for his QB.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Selvia. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw on third. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Yeah, that was biased good.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It's gonna be some type of crossing combination, dog. Yeah, to know what this shit is. Really gotta guard it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh,
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This drive will open from the 15. The give on the option. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Got a man, it's Selvia. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build and lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Turning it on.
I hate these niggas who don't use no juke moves, bro. That's sluggish shit. He ain't really got a nerf that, bro. It shouldn't be you shouldn't get rewarded for not using juke moves.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed.
And you legit should not get rewarded just for running side to side, bro.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
I see why so many niggas do it, though, because you just absolutely get rewarded for it, bro. You're better off not trying to spin a juke and just fucking swerve your way to a touchdown and actually using juke moves.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Firing to the right, complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Reeder. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Selvia. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Selvia. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th
I'll
down.
take it, EA. Brown can't call the incompletion.
Done with the completion. Gets the big 1st down.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he?
He's
He
so
has speed, he has shiftiness,
fucking
and he has power.
ooh, right to left,
Reminds
left to
me of
right,
the old
hoping
great
to get that
running back
speed
Marcus
burst
Dupree.
out.
Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Bounced off 2 people. Y'all didn't catch that shit.
Pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Selvia. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Using his legs, it's Reeder. Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
Yeah, fucking lame that shit is. I do that lame ass shit too.
Touchdown Wildcats. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Good hands, Campbell.
Quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was
and my tight end wide open and missed it, dog. Fucking dude, missed it.
Something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Finds his man. It's Peppers. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
What was that, EA?
On 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll try to quiet this
I don't
crowd
agree with that.
Sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try the run. they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Northwestern! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Northwestern, 28, Oklahoma, 13.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Complete to the right. Breaks into the open.
What's up, Ducker?
It's so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to start running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. The inside handoff. Finding open areas. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can
I
run with
legit
that
don't
type
think
of
he used
efficiency
to
on
do
first
this
down,
game.
man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Balkinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout.
Why did he stop running towards this nigga?
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Snagged out of the air.
I swear this nigga don't do no fucking juice, bro. That swerve shit is top tier annoyance level, bro.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown.
Man, that swerve shit is top tier annoying, dog. Like, y'all niggas gotta do better, bro. Like, what are they putting all these juke moves and shit in this game for? But y'all niggas still to swerve like it's Madden 12. Like, have some fucking decorum, bro. Like, have some fucking pride.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western offense returns to the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Looking for a crease. It's Reeder. Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes.
See, ain't nothing wrong with juking every once in a while, bro.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
Oh boy, the fuck I'm about to die, dog.